And we've got retired Lieutenant Colonel Glenn Grant, a former advisor to the Defense Minister of Ukraine and also fellow of the Baltic Security Foundation, is joining us live on this broadcast. Colonel Grant, now all sides are jumping in and claiming victory, but in your assessment, before a victory can be declared, we need to ascertain whether this round of war is even over. Now, there is a very fragile truce that is in place. In your assessment, do you think this truce will last?
That's a very good question. I think we have to remember at the beginning that, Israel and Iran have basically been against each other in one way or another, proxy or direct, for 40 years. So I don't see that it's about to disappear in a hurry, whatever. And I think that but both sides need a ceasefire at the moment. Israel, of course, to rebalance its weapons because it's used a lot in defense. And Iran to analyze what went wrong, that America managed to get past all their defenses, and Israel, of course, getting past their defenses, especially with the equipment that they've got from Russia. And I don't think we should write off Russia in this game, because Russia was actually supporting Iran strongly. So there's going to be a lot of time that both sides want for the moment, but I don't see that that's any end to this.
You don't see this as an end. Now, Iran is a signatory to non-proliferation treaty. Most of its nuclear sites are open for inspections by the IAEA. But in the aftermath of this 12-day conflict, do you think this is a conflict that will now spur the Iranians to get a nuclear weapon as soon as possible to prevent any further attacks by the Israelis or the Americans?
I do. And I think I don't only think that this is Iran will think about that. I think that other countries will be thinking about this as well, and that thinking that only with nuclear weapons can you actually defend yourself. So I don't see this as particularly as a good thing that the Americans have done. Also, we are not at all sure that there's actually been the damage that people claim there's been. There's got to be a much stronger damage assessment, and we've got to hear from, effectively from spies inside to know what's happened to the nuclear fuel, because there's been no extra radioactivity found by satellites that usually pick these things up quite quickly.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Colonel Grant, for joining us with that perspective there.
Thank you.